refer to
Yeah,
it.
same.
Yes.
All right, buddy. We're just about to set up having a
I'm just
meeting of
imagining,
bards
upon
at the moment
hearing this,
before we get to
when
another one.
This is all over. Ludwig just goes, "Well, now I can't serve those funny fake hands at the party."
Finger foods will always have a different meaning for me.
God.
All right.
I wasn't expecting good.
All right. So 30 seconds. The three of us, quote unquote, are going to be all the way in there, probably waiting near the stage. And 30 seconds after we leave, cards up. Come on in.
Just basically the idea you went to Dragonspire. This is Ludwig's mansion. You're going through. Okay.
I always forget that they're two people. I mean, I know.
Ouch.
Like three of us.
And so it begins.
Oh, are you just going to be invisible then?
At least until I see who all pops in first. Consider that last security measure, just to make sure no unintended guests wander in.
Fair enough. Though can't only people who you allow get in here?
Maybe. It's supposed to be. A lot of things are supposed to be one way that are not.
Wait. Oh. Hello, X-Ray.
Why a long ballroom?
Sorry, we wanted...
to have a meeting.
Yes, we are having a meeting. We wanted to at least... Well, we didn't know who all would show up. We wanted a very big space because we didn't know how many people would show up.
Big space.
Don't worry, I got a fold-out hard light chair.
We do have a lot of bards in the Bardic Circle, so we wanted to make sure we at least could accommodate everyone who wanted to be here.
I'm just an artist.
Yeah, I don't think the studio would
You okay
fit
with
all
me
of us
recording?
if we were all here.
I'm assuming you have a recording anyway, but...
Yes, we're going to be sending things at least to the bards as a whole first. Before, but please don't share it with anyone besides, well, until we make things public, alright?
No, it's just internal. It's just internal.
Oh no, they could remove that cube and fit us.
Hello there.
We have one great cube.
Hello.
We'll be fine.
Alright.
I'm sitting in a fold-out hard light chair, bro. I normally don't bring that, but today I did.
Have some people gather. Thank you all very much for joining us. We know there's a lot going around, and a lot of very confusing information that got spread, and we wanted to at least make you all aware of the actual truth of the matter and what we intend to do going forward, because you all deserve the choice to stick with us or step aside if you need to. We think this is what we're getting.
Oh, hey, Lady Darkseid.
Hi, folks.
Hello.
So, first things first. Is everyone here okay? Has anyone been talked to, affected by, had any weird dealings ever since the videos have come out?
I'm safe.
I have no idea why I'm here.
Then please leave.
8 people?
No, then if you don't know why you're here.
If they're still a part of the Bardic Circle, then they're eventually going to find out.
Nice. Okay. So here is the situation at hand. The honest truth for it. And before I talk any more, we promise from all of you that the information that I give out now is not to be spread until after the public announcement is made.
Of course.
Understood.
Very well.
Thank you. Alright. So, as you all saw in the video, there's a couple of gruesome moments in there.
Well, let's start first.
And as you've seen...
For those that did not see, a very public video got posted through a news source that was not shining Bardic Circle in a good light, or at least Ludric specifically. And we are getting out the truth of that matter to everyone here now.
Yes. Again, what I say here is the truth. My intentions, my thoughts, everything. I am not hiding anything from you. And at the end of it, you may ask questions if you need to. So, a few months back, an opportunity was presented to me through a happenstance at a Bardic Circle event. As you all potentially remember, I had a raffle for a day in paradise for a lucky participant, whoever won. And Malum McKay was the winner of said event. At first, I thought about just throwing it all away and just saying a different name completely. But one, that ruins the spirit of the competition, even if he doesn't necessarily need something like that. But I am also somebody who sees the silver lining in everything and what can be done with a situation that may not look so, wonderful. We've all had the conversations. We've all had our friends, some family, relatives, incidences that we've heard involving Mr. Malleus. With the dealings, the collectings, the things of that nature. But we also know that all we've had is hearsay. All we've had is people talking. All we've had is rumors and stories and boogeyman tales and things that we've witnessed ourselves at the meat rack, for example, when he was shot. I have a problem at times where I try to help. Sometimes it's not for the best. And sometimes it can make a situation not so great. But I saw this as an opportunity. A moment to have the truth be revealed to the world. Something we could do to finally show the real face of Mr. McKay. And so we had some of the servants in there. Well, as you saw, with recording devices, watching it. I also admittedly had this happen, not just to catch him in the act or to expose him. I also did it for my own safety as well. After all, again, you know the rumors, you know the stories. I've seen certain things. I'm putting myself in my home alone with that man for 24 hours. Well, not the entire time, but I'm hosting him for a dinner, an entertainment. I would like to at least have some sort of evidence should I disappear suddenly, overnight. Everything you saw in that video, as Malleus has stated in his claim, was simply a roleplay and exploration of the dark arts of primal urges and such for darker infernal beings being allowed to be expressed in a creative environment. That is not the case. What you saw was 100% true. Nothing of that was an illusion. The man you saw who had his hand removed had his hand removed. It was cut off by me. But there is context to this. I've never hid the fact that I'm a fiend from people. People know this. I've stated it multiple times in public. I've never been one to shy away from my true self. And as such, one of the territories that comes with being a fiend, depending on what you are, where you come from, is sometimes you belong to households, groups, or territories and such. The servants that were not illusory in that manner were people that had contracts with my family. Not through me, and not through slavery. Every person in there signed a contract at some point in their life to obtain something in return, with servitude, loyalty, power, lots of different things. Things that I'm not going to try to say are good, or will I try to tell you that they're fine. Unfortunately, fiends have a reputation for being what they are because of what they do. However, before any servant came into that house, before anyone stepped foot through that door, I spoke with them directly, and I talked to them without a shadow of a doubt of what potentially could happen: bodily harm, psychological trauma. Things can go dark, things can go awry, and I also promised them that while they were in there, I would do my damnedest to make sure they walked out that front door the next morning. The bone devil that you saw with his hand removed is alive and is well with both of his hands. After his hand was removed, I took the time with him privately, once the event was over, to ensure the recovery of his hand went through reasonably well. Full functionality was returned, and for what he did, the sacrifice he made for that, the debt to my family was paid. I ensured that as well. You've probably heard a lot of rumors about me being a cannibal. I would make a funny joke about reading the definition of it, but I'm trying to be quite serious about this. I'm not a cannibal. I did not eat anyone or any person that night, or any night prior to that. Everything that happened in that mansion, all the words you heard, all the things that were spoken, were done in the effort to ensure that Malleus spoke his true self.
I believe in this realm, the closest we could come to what happened was our attempt at a sting operation. Even though
Yes.
Severa doesn't really have much in the way of police anymore.
No. Originally, when this plan was concocted, the entire purpose of it was, again, to expose Malleus McKay. But on top of that, the entire purpose of it was to be done behind closed doors, with the council directly, so that way it would not go through the mess that it has gone through. On Sunday, when I was waiting for people to come back for the Warrens, and I suddenly started hearing my phone going off like crazy, and spotting the video. That was not something I was told about. That was not something I had planned for. That was not something that was discussed when the original plan was made, even with those who were recording. That came as a complete surprise to myself, and as you can tell, and with the way I've been recently, I've been keeping myself out of the public eye for the most part, just to ensure a bit of letting fire simmer. But as you also see in Metagram, as you heard on the streets and people talking, no one else has simmered down.
And honestly, they shouldn't.
No.
Which is why we're coming to you now. Because what was done, we can't undo the public, what was supposed to happen behind closed doors no longer being behind closed doors, but that also brings Bardic Circle into the limelight connected to this, and not in the best way, at least when it comes to Malleus McKay. The thing is, at this point, if we just let this go, if we just let it be swept under the rug as some sort of psychological therapy, the only ones that are going to be hurt are Ludric and the people around him. Because we know from everything that we have learned so far about Malleus McKay, he will not let this go. Because of that, my sister and I have agreed to support Ludric, and as the founders of Bardic Circle, we're going all in on this. But we know that that also can put all of you at risk, given the sort of assets that Malleus McKay has. And while we want to make sure that the Bardic Circle is taken care of and we don't want to lose it, we also care very much about all of you because you are the Bardic Circle. And so if we're in on this, that means you all might be too. And we want to give you the choice to step away right now before we make anything public.
If you do so, know that we will not judge you, we will not shame you, we will not look down upon you or think negatively of you whatsoever.
We know you want to bring goodness into the world. Performance arts, your voices, your colors, and that's fine. We want you to do that, even if it's not with us. So no matter what happens, you keep that going, all right?
So, with that being said, if anyone wishes... Yes, Miss Aurora.
How much time do we have before you make your announcement? To make our decision.
Admittedly, the sooner we do this, the better, but I'm thinking if I don't do it Saturday, Sunday. Aim for Saturday, though. Malleus has already made his rebuttal on a much sooner time frame than this, but we also are not nearly as big as his industry, his corporation.
And we're trying to gather allies. Get as much information as we can before we do this. So we have as much ammunition as we can get.
For Malleus in general, you mean?
Yes.
No,
Then
it's not just Malleus.
I was
Where do I
attacked
stand
by
with
one
you
of-
guys?
I don't know if it would help, but I was attacked by one of Malleus's men. It was about a few months ago when I think everyone knows Jazz here, right? Her
Yes.
future husband
Really?
needed a escape from the Purple Lotus, and I took him along with
I
them.
remember that night, actually.
They did attack us, and they hit Faye. They hurt Faye really bad. So I'm definitely behind you on this. You have my support. I want that
And
man
I can-
to pay for what he did to Faye.
And I can back that up with statements that were made on the record as well from a previous investigation. I know about what you're talking about.
Statements are good, and if you're willing, Miss Luna, what we're at least trying to do is gather memory strands of personal witnesses, things that we can turn into illusions, show other people. We know that sometimes people can say memories are faulty, but they could say that about any sort of physical evidence anymore. So we're at least going to gather what we can, if you're willing.
I am willing.
Thank you.
Same here. I'm going with the boat. We sink together. I've been with this group the whole time. Even made the fucking logo with your guys' help. So I'm sticking with it.
Thank you, McSray.
Yes, Detective.
Every step of the way.
I appreciate the honesty and forthrightness about the situation, and I am with you. You have my full support. However, I'm sure it's not lost to you that we're not just going to go up against Malleus over this.
Oh, no, we are fully...
Anyway.
Yeah, no. I'm fully aware of that. We're all fully aware of that.
Yes. That's especially why we want to make sure that you all know what we're about to do.
Yes.
Oh, cutie, are we staging a rebellion against the bourgeoisie?
Technically, yes, but not exactly.
Yeah.
Delightful.
Not in
Well,
so many words, but yeah.
it does pain me to go against Malleus, who has been a very close friend here and there. However, I'm more than willing to lend my support. I won't, do anything for you because you're all mortal beings and thus beneath me. But I'll sing you little tunes while you go off and die. And my brother says that he'll help you as best he can. But he's annoying, so please don't listen to him.
Noted.
Duly noted. Yes, Indy.
Small question. What if he retaliates?
Do you want the very blunt answer? That depends on how he retaliates. 100% that's what it boils down to. If he attacks you directly, physically, defend yourself. Fight back. Do not let him corner you somewhere by yourself.
Get that pizza ready.
I'm glad to see you, Blight.
Oh.
He's coming. Yes, he is. He plays the guitar.
Oh god, that's the one I sold the Fortnite Battle Pass to.
It is.
Oh, hello, tall, dark, and handsome.
How's it going, Battle Pass?
So.
My dears, I do have a query.
Yes.
Yes.
When you do finally take care of this nefarious individual, can I have his body?
What? Let's not
Yes, let's
talk
also
about
say that,
right now.
yes. Direct confrontation isn't even right now on the table for us. Just by ourselves. And that isn't the way to fight him
Conversation. Yeah, conversation for another day at best.
If you require assistance, my brother is adept, annoyingly, at strategy. He's no stranger to war, so, he can help you. I refuse to, because you're, again, all beneath me. But he has a soft heart and a weakness for humanity, so... whatever. Well, just come out and say it yourself.
Yes, Miss Rora.
Sorry.
Everything that is said here remains here until further notice, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Then it should be stated that if you're attacking the entire infrastructure, Sorrell's designs will be at your disposal, since we are going after his fashion industry. We have been for some time. Ludwig, you should be well aware of this.
Oh, I'm quite aware. The way I see this all going... Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't interrupt. Apologies.
Go ahead. No, you're fine.
I'm sorry. The attack that we talk about doing, the rebuttal of strategy, again, like the twins have said, attacking him head on is just out of the question. It is not something that's going to help anyone out, and it's only going to cause problems. What we need to do, to begin with, is tear him down at the foundation, crumble away his walls, take away his resources. Bit by bit. He's a corporation. That is where he draws a majority of his power, and as such, you take away the corporation, you leave the man to himself and close friends. And a group of friends are much easier to handle than an entire organization.
He's also very, very, very obsessed with his own, let's say, perfect image. And what do bards do but showcase people for what they really are?
Exactly.
What about Sachi?
So, the last I heard, it's a bit of a weird situation with Sachi. Because on the one hand, I've heard him openly be against Malleus. On the other hand, though, Sachi's also one of the few people walking around telling people to say this is all fake news. Telling me to say that as well.
Let's say this was supposed to go to the council first. They were supposed to take care of this behind closed doors, and they did not.
Do we know why?
That makes me wonder.
I technically
that
know
makes me
why,
wonder.
but,
So then, who went to the news with the footage?
So the only people that have the footage are those that were in the manor with me and the council. So it's a very limited window of people. I have my suspicions, but I don't have anything concrete. And because I don't have anything concrete, I don't wish to point names out in case I damn somebody.
are you saying that the council's been sitting on this for months?
Not months. A month or two at best. But yes.
Months too long. Asshole.
Yes, Blight.
Fucking mafias. The glorified mafias treated like government.
I kind of understand situation.
In great positions of power.
Blight wonder, if any members can be trusted at all, and if, Blight wondering why even big deal, just, leave Bad City.
You want to field this one, or you want me to?
For now, we'll add in what we can.
When I very first got to all these realms in general, Zephyr is where I very first ended up at. I ended up at the Lotus, and then the Meat Rack, and then the Lying Fork, and slowly over time I spread out to other areas, other places. Zephyr City was always a delightful city to me at the beginning. These wanderers, so many people, so many connections, places, things you could do. So many nice people willing to extend a hand to help a stranger. There's also a lot of dark figures in the shadows, willing to also use their other hand to take from you, to hurt you, to do much more terrible things. We started Bardic Circle because we wanted to make a change. We wanted to be happiness. We wanted to be a light for people to come to. In these dark and dreary times, during war, during conflicts, in the worst of your times, this is supposed to be a place where you can truly be the best of yourself that you can be. And seeing people like Malleus just get away with it, continue to do this, we can't sit idly by and let that continue happening.
And Malleus McCade does not just exist inside Zephyr City. His reach extends very far.
He's been to the Warrens. He's been to Orlando Saka. He's been to the Fork. He's been to all of these different places that you would go to, that you would call home, or sanctuaries. And if that is the case, it is only a matter of time before another move is made. I don't want to see more people get hurt. I don't. So I won't. But we make our stand.
If we go after his reputation, if we show people the actual truths as best we can, he'll start making mistakes steadily, trying to pick up all the pieces we shatter. That's our goal. We expose enough of him that he can't mold himself back together the way he wanted. But if we don't, he's going to build himself back up and make himself... He's going to extend his reach further and further. He wants power, he wants control. And that doesn't just mean Zephyr City.
So, with this being said, if you do decide to stick with us through all this, I have already begun steps as of yesterday. I'm getting the paperwork done. I'm getting conversations started. If any of you at any point while you are in Zafira feel unsafe, you feel like you're being targeted, you feel like somebody's watching you, or you feel like you cannot go back to your homes, I'm trying to get asylum granted to us in Orlando Saka.
We also have others that have already agreed to that. Safe spaces for all of us. If any of you need
Yes.
it. The Wicarium has our back.
My vessel is available. Orlando?
My vessel is available. The Moon Clipper is... Well, she's parked out by Mars, but I have more than enough places on the inside of the ship. I don't have many humans on board very often, so... We'll have to make some accommodations, but I'm sure the Moon Mice would be happy to play host.
I think what we're getting is we have a lot of options. So if any of you feel unsafe, there will be places to go.
I was going to add the shutdown as well. There's plenty of places. I think we could find asylum for anybody in any fluid Mike.
Exactly. Exactly.
At least we're finally getting our city for Orlando. Been hearing you guys talk about it for months.
I can't
It's always been an idea.
raising my hand.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, dear.
I also do want to say that Dreamtopia, Malleus has no fucking idea that place exists, so that's also a place on the table as well. I have never told him about it, no one has ever said anything about it to him, so...
Also, Oro City, I don't think we've been to.
Oh, sorry, multiple voices. Yes, Blight.
Bright think that they're nice and all. The place is safe, plenty places.
Yes.
Malleus like Plague Lord. Smart, think lot, create contingency, etc., etc. Easy to run away from. Though.
Again, have...
Too many places. And that
Yeah.
anywhere anyone
Who's
goes
to say he doesn't
not
anticipate
that
you...
city.
Who's to say he doesn't anticipate your destruction of his reputation? It's entirely...
Oh, he does.
He is a, intelligent, capable individual, given the power that he's already been able to hold on to.
Again, we are fully aware that he's probably of the mindset. After all, he plays nice on TV. He's trying to help me in my public image by saying that it was all simply an act. However, at the end of the day, the question's got to be, how are people in there, in his mansion, able to record without him knowing? And the answer is very obvious on that one. We are fully aware that he knows what this is going to be. Again, he's a man who's played with a public image and a public face for very long, despite all the nefarious things happening behind the scenes. So as such, we're not treating this lightly. Having a safe place to go back to, yes, is the start, but you need more than that. You need plans, movements, which is why, again, the first bit is us gathering what we can, making our announcement, and starting it. You've already seen it in the metagram. You're already hearing it in the streets. I'm hearing it on the daily from other people. Protests are beginning to take place. People are starting to chant in the streets. My only worry is before long, it won't be protesting. It'll just be mass riots. We need change. But if we destroy the city we're trying to fight, then we're not going to fix anything. Yes, Blade.
Bright also saw post, and Bright heard dubious thing about Upper City. Do Upper City people come down and kill everyone if bad things happen?
No, because if they would have, honestly, they would have already done that with all the things that have happened here in the city, or in Zafira. If they were that gun-ho and ready.
I don't think they give a shit about the lower cities.
Indy.
They don't.
I guess to sort of add on to that, yeah, I'm surprised that we haven't heard anything from Upper City during all this chaos.
They don't give a shit about
It's
them.
relatively new, and we'll find out from the ZMF later. That's where we're gonna get our first inkling of it.
They also didn't respond to the zombie apocalypse either. Now that I think about it.
Nope.
Exactly.
No other lightning.
Okay. Also, I will say, the purpose of this was to get your opinions, talk to you about this, and make sure you stay in the loop and know what is coming, so you can be better prepared what's going to happen moving forward. I'll take a couple more questions, and then we have to go because we have another meeting we have to attend.
I was just gonna say, do you want like a vote? I just will say I support them. I support the efforts. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm just raising my hand for it.
We're not looking for a vote here. We just want to make you all aware of what we are about to do, at least the three of us. And whether you want to still call yourself a part of the Bardic Circle through this, or whether you want to separate yourself, at least for a while, and see how this goes. We want to make sure that your safety comes first, and what you're comfortable with comes first. Because we don't want to drag you into what we're doing if you don't want to.
Yes, indeed.
Bit of an awkward question for such a silly timing. Do we have pins? I would like to put 5 on here so that when this goes out, I can be proud about it.
God damn it, I have to make pins. Make some.
We can see about that. I believe rallying images and such will be necessary for all the different organizations. I will also say, when we start the ball, when we get the ball rolling for all these things, be aware that Bardic Circle is not the only organization that will stand up. Again, we are gathering allies. Do not be surprised if you stand side by side with your friends from other communities as well. I hope so, at least.
We very much hope so.
Together we're stronger.
Yes, we are.
That's right.
All right.
Well then, I suppose if everyone's on board, then we should all go forward with whatever it is that we need to do to orchestrate.
Yes.
This man's demise.
And like we said, we're going to get all this information out to the rest who couldn't be here. Make sure you all have time to make your choice, and then we're going to continue our meetings, get what we can, and make an announcement.
OPSEC, OPSEC, OPSEC.
Oh, well, again.
One more question then.
Yes.
It does mean that Bardic Circle now at war with McKay.
I mean,
To an extent, maybe not in the normal definition of war, but we all know bards war a little bit differently than most.
People fight, people die.
At the current time, until the announcement is made, we are just existing and recovering our image. Come the moment of the announcement, we'll be at social war with Malleus McKay Incorporated.
Understood.
Alright.
Think of it as a social beef.
That being said, we should probably get ready
No.
and head to the next meeting, but thank you all very, very much for being here and listening to us.
Cancel Malleus!
Save that for the public announcement, alright?
Is that term stated?
I mean, that's already started, to be honest with you. They
That's
can go
true.
ahead and start doing that.
Yes, we suppose so. Just,
Oh, you get what I mean.
that's fair.
Just...
Save an on, it's better to save an on slot for Saturday. That way you have the energy for it.
I have a 2-second sidebar though, because I know you said we don't want to share information outside of this. I know that this basically answered the questions I had for you earlier at Spire. Are you comfortable with sharing that with my partner, Keith? What was said here today?
What was spoken here, you may share with Keith. I think that is fine.
Thank you.
Just
Thank
make
you very
sure
much.
Keith knows.
I know.
Keep OPSEC.
Me and Keith both know OPSEC.
Should any of you require any, I suppose, strategic guidance, I'm at your service. Well, I've witnessed a lot of
You want to get a rundown? You want to
wars.
talk to them real quick? I have to actually...
Few social ones.
Basically run down Malleus
But
McKay's
I
want to help.
We're at war with
We're
them.
glad for that.
Yes, Blight.
Once we know exactly what we're doing and what we at least have to bring to the table, at the end of it, we'll certainly let you know. Thank you.
It would also help with what we're dealing with too,
Don't forget to keep your sister safe.
since not everyone knows.
Social war
It's
is
what we
often
do.
where we end. As the beginning.
We older siblings need to look after our younger ones.
Technically, my sister is the firstborn.
Before I can
Speaking of siblings,
Like how I am the firstborn, but Darkseid is so big and I am so small.
Igni, use your words. Speak.
Thanks.
So what type of corporate
Working.
Sorry, no, you were first.
Go, go,
Yo, you want to take down a corpo? You want to take down a councilman?
It was simply an extension and an offer for
So I
Saturday.
showed up late.
social media warfare.
Sorry, I've been very busy lately. How are you doing?
If you want assistance in
Okay,
any
follow
way,
me,
let
follow me,
me
follow
know.
me.
Define parameters.
We definitely will. Thank
That's
you.
good to hear. I have to go to the acres, and then
Alright.
after that, I have to go by the
That
shutdown.
being said, I do have another meeting, so.
Right. Yes. We need to
Well,
continue.
I'm heading out. I'm gonna be honest. Karu's been trying to watch a show with me for the past 20 minutes, and I
Let's
gotta go
go.
catch up with him.
Thank you, Mr. Indigo.
Hey,
We swing before we head
no
out.
problem.
So, want me to draw up some
See-
propaganda artwork and stuff, scraping around Sophia and shit? I can help with some protesters. It's best to work with protesters. I work with some synthetic protesters, but you need to keep in mind if there might be a high chance of the upper severe. I don't know what their laws of synthetics, so they might just massacre us because they see us as objects.
Right.
So
No, we
there's
definitely don't
always
want
that
that to
risk.
happen.
Happened in Valor.
Anything you do, do it
But
very
you will
carefully.
take that risk. It is.
We'll probably have allies that'll be underground. They might be able to help you.
Mm-hmm.
We'll let you
Alright,
know
I
once
do have
we
the
have them.
disguise. I'll start sketching up some like artwork and stuff to spray around. Any other ideas for artwork and stuff? We'll talk and everything. I'm hoping you guys will have a group chat and stuff. I can make a group chat. You know, make it soup here.
You've got it, X-Ray. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I'll start sketching up some ideas and sending some to you and Lulu.
Thank you. Good to see you
I'm
again.
sorry I came late. I already told Ludwig, but I also tell him and Flo, I'd like to think that, this be tricky, like Plague War.
It very much will be. We're
Everything's
expecting
always
that.
tricky.
But at this point, we're already sort of stuck. We have to do this. We don't have a choice right now. At least Ludwig and we don't. That's why we were giving you all the choice.
But I always think, always tactically good idea to, withdraw and, leave, think about things, come back later for another fight.
Yes, exactly. Just want to make sure that this doesn't just blow over with Ludwig being the only one in Malus McKay's cross sites.
But I think that social media kind of stupid anyways.
That we can't deny.
My apologies of showing up late. I was stuck at the high hall.
It's fine. The notes and whatnot from everything we said will go out to all the bards who couldn't be here. But all we ask is that anything you did hear so far, please keep it between you and us, basically, until things go public, alright?
Fair enough. If what your information is true, and this is all gonna blow over, Plexia is willing to support y'all. We are neutral ground throughout the whole metaverse. We will keep our ears open if any guests talks about anything.
Thank you. That's appreciated. Once we make the public announcement, that's when things will start getting a bit more dangerous. So again, if you or any of yours that you know are part of our organization and don't want to be involved, you're more than welcome to step back now before, well, separate before things get a bit terrifying.
I already have enough heat on my head. What's one more?
It seems to be something that goes around a lot around here.
I just spent a week with her.
For better or worse.
Question: what basic notes I need to know about him so I can start sketching up?
Oh.
I know he's weird around people. What else? It's good to know this information now so I can start sketching fast.
He is a very dangerous mind manipulator. He's a collector of people.
Mind manipulator? Oh. Collector of people? Okay, I can make him weirdly licking a cage with a person trapped inside.
Sorry, I don't shake.
He,
A puppeteer, maybe.
yes, to an extent. He has a tendency to completely wipe a person's memories of who they were and convert them into somebody who simply follows him or thinks of him as as their only friend. That's what we're dealing with, and that's why it's so dangerous.
Synthetics or organics? Or both? Yeah.
Any at this point. We're fairly certain there's
Gotcha.
almost anybody.
I got a couple ideas going on in my head I can work with. I'll send you some sketches once I'm done. I'm Briar.
Do you know
I'm
Miss
a
Luna?
lawyer. I run one of the bigger law firms in the Metaverse.
I'm glad we're finally going after Malleus, but
Ludric and I have a long
I didn't
past,
think it would be
and
this
I'm sure he
soon.
knows
I
of
don't.
my business.
Trust us, none of us did.
I don't feel prepared.
Really, none of us are, and that's why we're trying to at least get what we can going forward. It won't be now, but if you're willing to share a memory strand with us, we'll find a time.
I will.
Thank you.
I'll try to get in contact with Jazz and them, but I know for sure I can't get Faye, sadly.
We understand. Yes, Mr. Blight?
Blight, also remember one thing from Plague Lord. When Plague Lord was done destroying Misty Shore and other places, then Zafira would be next. When it happened, Plague Lord knew how to handle the rest of everything. But when it came to Upper City and McKay, Plague Lord was not certain. But he was convinced that McKay was most dangerous. Be careful.
That we definitely know. Thank you. Oh, Mr. Horizon.
You.
Yes, us?
I am leaving. He told me what I need to do. I'm gonna go and get all other radio stations in Zafira. This will be loud.
Thank you, but not until the public announcement.
Oh, well, that's what it's for.
Right, perfect, thank you.
I think public announcement going to happen in like 30 minutes, but I think this is already fucked up.
Oh, we hope not.
The eager beaver!
Well, at least some people are. Alright, we should probably get ready for that. Next meeting. Thank you all.
What meeting are you guys going to?
Trying to get another ally. Wish us luck. Thank you.
We can make some noise.
That would be horrific.
I think Black could find nuclear bomb.
Weak threats, maybe.
I need to build a nuke with Kareem.
Maybe. We'll put that in the maybe pile.
Just got home module. I'm sorry. But, I mean, we're going to Aegis right after this.
Okay, we're getting over our heads. Let's go. Let's go before I hear things I don't want to hear.
And don't worry, Kanto will get all this information. Either way.
New cake.
Thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
I tease. I'm not
Who was
serious.
that? Thank you.
Oh hey, 5 months with an awesome rapper and singer.
Unless.
To say 11 heart.
Unless, yeah, no,
Thank
there's
you very
always
much.
the ... at
It's
the
not
end.
showing me who the fuck that is, but thank you so much. Why are you not? Alright, it's not showing me because it's... Oh, see her, thank you.
Walking mountains very nice. Been a long time since Blight Leaf City.
That's good. I'm happy you enjoyed it.
But I hope that maybe we can do another field trip.
Field trips we need more field trips.
I guess it's
I'll see where I can break up because I'll admit that texture is literally.
Thank you, everybody.
Horizon grabs their broken arm. I got things to do.
Amazing. Okay.
Yeah, literally the entire reason why Horizon hasn't been around is literally just because they've been so fucking injured they haven't been able to move.
No.
Oh, yeah, that seems to be a lot of people.
Under it.
Oh, cookies!
However, after this, after tonight, I will have to message a couple of Zafir DMs.
Did Raven already leave?
Yeah, because
I think so.
Horizon is a DM character.
God!
I believe so.
Raven just
Damn
left.
it.
Pat.
I was literally just going to ask
Cookie.
him a question. God damn it.
Ow.
Horizon is a DM character. He is a PC, but he's also a DM character. I can get all of Waterfront, including I can get all of the ShadowNet as well. Everything ShadowNet wise will be covered.
Ooh, real quick. Thank you for reminding me because that is something that needs to be said before. For the people who are still here, real quick. I know this goes without saying, but just as a safety precaution and to say that I made an effort to say the words out loud, we absolutely want to cause a little bit of chaos with this. The entire purpose of this is to create some fun revolution RP. If we can get up that high, that would be phenomenal to do that. However, now the big thing, and I cannot stress this enough, if it does kick off like that, because for all we know, this could completely fall on its face and not go anywhere. Unfortunate, but RP be that way sometimes. Exactly. However, if it does begin to pick up steam, if things start going fucking buck wild in the metaverse and we start doing some crazy shit, if you want to do something, if you want to start something, if you want to create something that may impact Malleus, remember that there is still a player behind the character. That is still, even if he is a DM, he is still a player and deserves to be contacted, informed, and given agency in what happens before we do anything.
So no surprises.
Exactly.
Basically.
So he knows
for how, and more specifically, there's something I do need to add on to this after recently speaking to him as well. He prefers you to tell him ahead of hand if you have something planned. He loves juicy gossip. He loves drama. So don't be afraid of messaging him as such, because he does enjoy this shit a lot. Make sure you have good communication when it comes to this.
Yes, 100%.
Exactly.
Good communication.
Hal will work with you.
First thing.
Hal will absolutely let you do crazy shit as long as you talk to him about it in advance. So one, he can make sure it's feasible and reasonable to do in his district or around involving his characters, and two,
That is how this all
to
started.
make sure that it doesn't do anything. Exactly. This all started from a conversation after a Bardic Circle meeting. Because the situation popped up, I suggested it, he was all for it. So we just kind of did it and saw what happened, and here we are. Now,
it's even funnier of how all of this even started in the first place.
Random number generator saved us all. Or doomed us all, we don't know.
Continually left off, by the way.
And then ZMF is gonna come in and fucking quench that.
In the messages.
ZMF is gonna
hell yeah. Let ZMF come. I'm gonna earn my nickname, damn it. If they think I'm a cannibal, I'll find a way to be a cannibal, damn it.
Get the fuck out of here!
Okay, Joel, summary for Bardic Circle stuff. Effectively, it was explaining how Ludric had done this as a sting operation. It's basically what Ebb and Flow told him last night. How the one that got their hand cut off did actually get their hand cut off, but it was someone contracted, a Bone Devil contracted to Ludric's house. That was, everyone that was in there was told ahead of time what might happen, and he made sure that the hand was fixed afterwards, that sort of thing, making sure that everyone knew he was not a cannibal. And then explaining how basically Malleus is gonna let this lay, so basically we're going all in, and it was we're going to basically start some shit as bards. We're gathering allies, we're gathering information, and we're going to make a public announcement and basically put ourselves into the limelight against Malleus, and we wanted to make sure that all of the bards were well aware of this ahead of time before we did this, so they could separate themselves from the Bardic Circle if they wanted to stay out of it and be safe. And give them options, give them what we're going to do, and the time frame is probably Saturday or Sunday. Once we've had talks with other groups, things like that, and gathered what information we can to start. That is basically what we talked about. And then people asked some questions. But yeah, basically telling people we're about to start some shit. You can jump off of this boat if you do not want to be in it. We will not hold it against you. We absolutely want you to be safe.
Big hype. Revolution. Hear the people sing.
I have an idea for an event I would like to run.
Okay, we are literally going to Aegis right now to have a talk with Hybris. That's what we are going to be doing right after this, so we'll probably see you on the station if you go.
Hold on, where is...
Yes.
I'm glad you got a new one, though. Is it leather or is it...
Yeah, we have our talk with Hybris right after this, and we'll see where it goes. We're both guessing nowhere, but who knows? We're going to try to bard our way through this.
Oh, okay. The Acme Shipping Company is...
Okay, well, the lobby is open now, so...
30% off on...
Yeah, so that's why I was trying to find my phone, so I could message him and be like...
Aegis too? Fuck. That's where I was going.
6 days, let's go!
We're going.
Where y'all going?
Hold on, actually. We're going to Aegis. We gotta talk to Hybris.
Oh, okay.
We have a meeting with Hybris.
Now I gotta do this thing. Hold on, wait. Let me just
now.
Fix my legs.
Finish real quick. There it is. Yes,
Flynn.
now I'm ready.
Flynn.
Well, where the fuck are you?
I'm
There you
not
are.
because I'm uploading myself. So depending on how things go after Aegis stuff, do you remember Fable asked you to let him know how that goes? Because that will honestly depend on the outcome of what the previous conversation happened with Fable, and if he does give you any more info.
Yeah, basically, I'm not passing along. They're not passing along any info that they got from Fable because he said not to. So, if they already know about it, if Luchik already knows about it, that's something. But they're not going to.
Yeah, because
I am. My headset also I can do this.
I am doing more research. So, which means I just have to wait for Hal to get back to me. And he's about to become a very busy man, so I might as well get him now before later.
It's understandable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I also like very much want to double down on that whole communication thing, like even for like anyone who's listening at all, even in streams and whatnot. It is so important as a DM in Metaverse, and I know a lot of people echo this too and whatnot. Especially having to deal with an antagonistic role. Do not just spring stuff on DMs. Like, I'm serious, it's so disrespectful. Don't do it. Talk to DMs.
Just don't spring stuff on people in general.
Well, yes.
People some agency.
Fireball! Wizard time, motherfucker! Fireball!
Did somebody say
fire?
Fireball?
All right, let's go overthrow the establishment.
now. Wait, you. Hold the phone, you.
Fireball! Oh, fuck, I didn't have time with on. Fireball!
Oh my god. Steve from Minecraft. Whoa. God damn it.
I'm so happy about this rig. Alright, okay. I'm gonna go. I was not kidding. I'm gonna go watch movie with Carl.
Yes, have fun.
Y'all have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Yes, we're watching. I'm re-watching Volume 9, and it is. I love Volume 9.
Nice.
It's my favorite.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I'm gonna make it so it actually delays.
You good?
I'm waiting to hear back from. Yeah, I'm waiting to hear back from Oblivious.
Oh, I just got an invite from Oblivious.
Look what happens.
Oh, did you just request offer?
No, I didn't even. She just sent it to me.
I have rings.
So you can probably just invite. You can probably just scroll past.
Oh yeah, I'll just send her a request real quick and then we'll be ready to go.
I'll see you in there.
I'll send her a message like, hey, we're all right. I'll see you in a moment.
Being chaotic good right now. I mean, that's kind of what they are. That's basically what Ebb and Flow are. Ebb leans more neutral good, but Flow's chaotic good.
Wait, what?
Oh, my tall.
Hey, sweetie. Oh, careful.
I'm
tall.
Wait, I didn't realize it had a little poof thing when you
Ayo.
changed. That's so
It's
cute.
new! Yay for avatar scaling, even though it's a pain with the radial menu.
I'm gonna hit you with the oops.
They've always been able to do this, just normally.
Another oops.
There we go.
Are we getting all the bars?
What is it?
Damn.
What's good?
Hey!
Oh, Jules, I work here. Shut up.
You convicted.
We don't work here! Woo!
Yo, imagine working for this agency. Couldn't be me.
Imagine.
Yeah. Imagine somebody talking bad about this agency and almost putting them through the floor. Couldn't be.
And hey, now that she has her flesh golem body, Kisei could theoretically come up to visit.
Yes, you could. That is in the works.
Did you read it?
Hello.
I am an officer. I have to read that.
You ready?
now.
Well, we'll see.
But it was so
Gouchy
rare
was
that
on
I
his
had
way.
to do
Should
it.
be at least.
I sat there and I was like,
wait, really?
Yeah, I got his request and I sent him. I've sent him like 2 or 3 invites now.
Ah, there he is.
Oh, is that
Ah,
him?
the boy. Why are you still in that model?
I have a sound now.
Hi, Cassie. Hey, TT. Can't believe he's fucking dead.
Couchy.
Hi.
I'm not Your instructions are as follows. When you arrive, please
I heard a reload. Oh, you heard the reload?
head to the laboratory.
You seem to reload just fine, sir. Alright, hold on. Let me.
Ludwig, you know where this is. You will know
General
where you
idea
are
of what it is.
needed when you see me.
I love how these look.
I still came in disguise.
Oh.
I'm gonna go vibe. No, that's a disguise.
Could be like we're like we've seen this guy
If anyone
before.
says anything, let them know that Miss Hybris has given you permission to be here.
Hell yeah, man.
Hey.
Absolutely.
What a wild fucking disguise.
Would it be funny? Would it be terrible if I told you this isn't the first time I used it in character?
Smelly.
I used it for John robbing Lizard Corp.
I'm gonna go.
I'm
ahead
gonna
and
go inside the lab. I love you.
Oh, that's where I'll be. Hi. Well, I'll be in the lab, quote unquote. Nearby, anyways.
Okay.
Anyways, feel free to enter at your earliest convenience. I will meet you all in there.
Okay.
Oh god, I was muted. Hey, Couchy, same smell?
Same smell.
I love being a freaking beastkin.
Okay.
So,
this is gonna be a
prepared.
very weird catching up, by the way. There's been some things going on.
Are we ready? Are we prepared?
Maybe. We'll see. Haha.
We will see.
Oh, let me get my grab my notes. There we go. Okay.
Sorry, I'll give you a chance to go in and clear up first.
Oh no, you're fine. You're good, Chief.
Listen, if we don't get a giggle before we go into RP, what's the point?
Yeah. Oh, it's been a while. Oh, here we go.
I told you so. Always good to see you. Yeah. 100-year shade's good for you.
Be back. Come on.
Oh, hi everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Still fuck you.
Right, I'm putting another
Hi.
tick
Oh.
mark on-
Hey.
Hi there.
Hi, Buffalo.
Good to see you. Oh, gotta go.
Yeah, good to see you too.
Whoa. I think we've only been down here once. Oh. Well, that was easy.
System, and I'll email that one to Miss Hybris, and wait for confirmation. Oh, and Miss BB. Yeah. Duh.
Hello, Miss Hybris.
Hello.
Oh. Hi, Mr. Kanto.
Howdy.
Hello, Mr. Kanto.
Well, firstly, I sent you the reports for the previous month for supplies. Secondly,
Yes.
Okay, of course you sound like him. All right, beautiful. All right, rock on, dog. I'm gonna make sure no one comes in the lab. So.
Of course. I would appreciate this. Thank you.
Where's my jacket?
Well then, how can I help the both?
Where do we even begin?
Yeah, that's the hardest part, isn't it? Well, we don't know what Ludwig told you about originally, so...
Okay. Oh, I didn't recognize the purple from a distance. Okay, so... We want to discuss with you the idea of potentially working together on a front towards Malleus.
We kind of have to go all in at this point, so...
So we are reaching out collectively to see who will stand with us. We also understand that, again, if you do say no, we will respect that. But I think if there's going to be a time to do something like this, it's now while the fire's still hot.
Is it truly a fire?
It could be.
Well, yeah.
With enough people and enough backing and enough information all around.
Embers can make a great blaze. Just need a little bit of air.
To put it quite simply, what I have seen thus far has not been a significant push. Nor do I believe anyone is prepared on other fronts to handle what comes after. Exposing his activities and his misdeeds is only the first part, the first step. Surely you understand this.
We're well aware. We're quite aware.
You also understand that there is safety currently for everyone who does not appear to stand against him yet. And how being able to stay in his good graces allows for further gathering of information. Yes?
Tell it to Sakoto.
Last I had heard, she was still in his good graces.
Last I had heard, she'd also gotten attacked by him.
Based on my calculations, that was not quite what happened.
We've at least seen through someone else's eyes what happened to those three.
I see.
We
and
definitely
did
say
he share with you everything that he has done in the past to draw this individual's ire?
We're not under the implication that anyone is clean and that any attacks that may have been done may not have been provoked at some point to an extent. However, the moment you give in to provocation to attack someone, he's a man of great wealth and power and influence, with a very highly established corporation. If he simply wanted to retaliate against somebody for what they had done, he has the police. He has other institutes.
But was there any evidence provided for what you were shown?
You mean the mental attacks? Memories are evidence to us. What people see, how is that any different from a video?
But to the wider world. Because memories can be falsified.
So can video.
So can videos.
If one isn't evidence, then nothing is.
Specifically talking about video. Video recordings are one thing. And just with memories, yes, it can be shown to have been tampered. I'm not saying that this is nothing. But what I am saying is that I don't believe it is enough for most individuals.
What about the crossover? If video is more important than memories, then what about video of memories?
I don't believe any of them had footage of that night.
No.
It's not that I was made aware of.
We can make it. Once we have a memory strand, we can make it into an illusion, something that can be recorded for other people to see. Even to take in themselves if they want.
I see, but at that point, this is no longer first-hand evidence. A recording of a recording.
Then how about first-hand evidence where I confirm that what everyone saw in the videos was not staged as a play, but was 100% real?
I see. And what happens when the victims speak against you?
Which victim, in particular?
At least 2/3 of them. Obviously, Mr. Fable has not been so quiet about what happened that night, but from what I have seen and spoken to.
They're still talking about that mental attack, not yours.
Willing.
Oh, sorry, I was referring to the incident that's been posted on Metagram when I was referring to my last comment. Apologies for not being clear.
I see, yes. In regards to this, well, this is a different case. I don't know what your intentions are.
My intentions that night were to expose Malleus. I put myself in harm's way, others put themselves in harm's way, to expose the man for what he was in a way that cannot be refuted.
And get you evidence that you seem to like.
And yet he's refuted it.
Of course. Why would he just accept it? No one would just accept that. It's also why we're going to refute it. It's also why I have things to say. I'm going to make an announcement confirming it, confirming everything they saw. I could even bring the Bone Devil into the video as well, to talk publicly.
Part of the problem is while there are those who are galvanized, I'm not certain this is going to be enough. From what I have already seen, this information that you've shared, this video, your friends who recorded it for
Not everyone there was a friend. I want that to also be clear. One of the people that was recording was a friend. The other were 2 associates of theirs that volunteered and accepted the risks before walking in there. I also gave them my word that I would do everything to make sure that they left there as whole as I could make them. No one in that mansion.
Associates, then.
Yes. With that, there's also things that were not shown. Yeah.
Oh?
quite aware. You are asking to put every single member that has ever worked under you, every person that's ever been associated with you, and every person that's even connected to you remotely, to expose themselves in a way that could put them in the threat of injury or much, much worse.
We know that very well.
Over
We
a
just
chance
talk to
that
our
it could
members
go
as well.
right.
Yes. Talking to the members that we talked to earlier, we had no one walk out of our meeting. Everyone was on board.
Well, see, there is also this, and the risk that there will be no future information. As it stands, we have more information to uncover of what comes next, not just what's happening now.
We hear you've definitely been sitting on
When
some.
will it be?
Not the details. Ludwig didn't tell us any of that, but it seems like it's more damning than anything else, if nobody's willing to talk about it. And that's powerful.
Even
Not damning, dangerous information. As I said before, you're prepared to out him currently. But again, I will ask, what comes next? Do you know? Do you know what lurks in the shadows of Malleus McKay?
We at least know what he is.
Rumors.
You know what he is. But is he the only threat?
Nope.
We know what he has at his disposal, too.
Do you think he... Yeah. Or simply think that he is... Sorry, go ahead. Apologies.
Go on.
Only one that would be a threat to us when it's all said and done. No, we know that. We know that for a fact. We also know that simply removing Malleus does not end things because, again, it's like a hydra. You cut the head off one, two more take its place. Maybe more vicious, maybe not as vicious. However, that's also why we're not talking about just attacking them, getting them arrested. We're talking about complete removal from the ground up. A process that will take time. We're not going to say it's something that will immediately happen overnight. Something of that size cannot happen overnight. We are well aware of that. This is something that will go on for a while.
But we can start to make cracks.
Yes, but are you prepared? Are you prepared? Truly prepared for the losses that will be incurred during that time, during this process? You're talking about ripping up an infected system and waiting to find out what maggots exist beneath this system.
It's not the first time we've done it.
What diseases?
And it probably won't be the last, especially from what we've seen of this realm. But if it keeps going as it is, what changes? What gets fixed? And right now, like we said, we don't have that option. At least we don't. Because we know he will not let Ludwig get away with what he did. And if we just let this get swept under the rug like everything else, then Ludwig's in trouble, the people around him are in danger. But we're bards.
Which is why I would have suggested that we had this conversation before you made such a decision.
To do the meeting the way we did? I want it also to be clear that the footage leaking to the media was not a part of the plan. I didn't even know that was going to happen until the day of. The way this was supposed to go down is we had a connection to the council through the third party that assisted. They delivered the videos to the council. And they sat on it for over a month with no response, no effort, no change. No updates.
Naturally, it's the council.
Naturally. Of course.
What?
Even with the connections I have, even with the friends I have there, I'm no stranger. I can give you the business answer, or I can give you what I think is the honest answer, at least.
Give me both, then. I'm interested.
What sort of a businessman is Ludric?
The business side of things is, one, if you were to expose Malleus in that essence, he controls a lot. He has his hands with shadow companies, along with his company, in a lot of districts, a lot of places, things he's already doing. Hell, he's already in the Palace District. He's already trying to fight for control over there as well, to begin with. He's a man that infiltrates the mind. From a business side of things, how do you go up against a man who could already be influencing every investor you may already have? Who could already have all the information you think you're holding and preparing to release? Or even at that point, with a man who's willing to go through some very dark methods to simply get bills signed under the pretense that, well, he's doing the city a favor, he's doing wonderful things. I've seen his economic plans. And on paper, unfortunately, the economic plans that he has, if the man behind it went corrupt, I honestly would agree with some of the plans. The honest answer, though, you have a child who can't even make his own decisions at the helm. For District 0, his bodyguard makes the decisions for him. Sachi, on a flip of a coin, goes from being competent to just spitting at a wall and calling it funny. Gildier is up to his eyeballs in consistent amounts of dangers and issues that people are bringing to his doorstep, asking for his guidance and his help, and again, he may be a councilman, but he is a man. Even with forces, he can only deal with so much at one given time, especially when he has to deal with the red tape of being a councilman. Nemesis, well... Sometimes I question if Nemesis is, doing the part of being who he says he's supposed to be, or trying to balance that and being a family man at the same time as often as he walks out with his kids in places. That's not saying that he can't do that as a councilman. He should have a personal life. I agree with that 100%. However, you do not see him a lot of the times in front of his people. And just as easily, people would turn their backs on the council, whether they're doing good or not, and treat them like they're the enemy at all times. So if they remove Malleus, what changes? More hardships? They're just as aware as you are, and just as aware as we are, of what happens when you start poking that hornet's nest.
I think you're right. On all accounts. But I will also raise a question. Do you believe, perhaps, that it is they do not believe they should act upon it, or do not wish to act upon it?
Some may not wish to. Some are probably scared. I don't blame them for being scared. I put on this brave face. That's what bards do. We put on fronts, we put on faces. We're the front line. The first thing you see and the first thing you hear. Oh, hold on. There we go. Sorry. Yeah, we're the first thing you see in situations like this, right? So of course we're going to be boisterous. I'm also scared. I'm not ashamed to admit that. All of this is terrifying. Every moment of this has been terrifying. But we can't stop because we're scared. If they don't wish to do it, that's fine, but there's a job that still has to be done. If they're councilmen, they're supposed to be representing the people. supposed to be representing the districts, the well-being, the safety. There's a lot of hardships that go into each district. And dealing with Malleus is adding yet another hardship for them to deal with. One that, hell, the gods only know truly what wrath he may bring upon the world.
We know exactly what
Again,
people like
I'm
that are
no
like,
fool.
and we don't want to see it again. We hate seeing it. So if there's anything we can do, we need to at least try. You might all be waiting for a perfect moment, but we don't think perfect moments exist. The best we can do is make one close enough for you. But if you keep sitting on everything and waiting and waiting and waiting, nothing's going to change and it's not going to get better. And then you're going to lose what you have. People are going to ask, why did you sit on this? They're not going to back you. But we can help, and we want to help. People are already agreeing to help us. We're raising voices that have been sitting with us this entire time. They're willing to get past that fear and help. They're willing to offer what they can. And people are willing to listen. So you can wait for all of us to topple one by one, or you can join us.
As it stands, only one individual stands to topple.
No.
I'm the first piece, but just the first. And it won't just be me. That's the other part of it too. If he can't get to me, he's going to go for the people around me. Twins, my partner, my close friends, my close allies. More people that we lose. More people that could be used to help with this.
If we can all rally together, finally, we might make a proper dent. One that can get enough through to change.
A dent. Yes.
That's all it takes sometimes, especially for a dam.
Yes, but in a creature as heavily armored as Malleus McKay, do you truly believe that a dent is going to be enough to truly stop him?
If enough weaknesses are exploited, he'll make more himself.
Yep. I also wish to point out too that if you dent his armor, that means his armor is penetrable. It can be damaged. Shows he's not invincible or invincible.
This is already evident.
Yeah, obviously.
Despite how he presents himself, he is a mortal creature, after all. Just as the rest.
And
I do not think him invulnerable. No. But what I believe is necessary is something to pierce the armor, strike at the heart. But again, once you do this, what next? What comes after Malleus McKay? Do you have an answer?
We didn't know Malleus McKay came until he did. We couldn't. We remember who was the previous council person of the Market District. We were there for that. Something will always...
Yes. Someone will fill the vacuum. But as large a system as Malleus McKay as beneath him. I don't ask who will be the next individual to take his place on the council, to take over the market district. What horrors will you unleash upon everyone in an effort to save yourself?
I'm not saving myself. Sure, I benefit from this too. I'm not going to try to hide that fact, of course. But let me ask you this. You ask what horrors come after Malleus. The horrors are already there. They're already underneath him, on top of him. A threat looming underneath. And they only get stronger the longer they're allowed to fester, grow, become more than what they currently are. Until one day, even if you do have this monumentous moment, can't do anything about it. We don't even know if we can do anything about it right now, currently. But I would also like to point something out to you.
Please do.
Zaris. Zaris was here for a while. Zaris attacked. Zaris created a lot of issues for a lot of people. What came after Zaris? What was the next threat that came to Zafira?
Yes. Do you truly think it wise to compare the two?
I'm not talking about in terms of strength and impact, necessarily. I'm saying in the fact that there always will be something after Malleus. Even if it's not tomorrow or the next day, something will come, either due to his influence.
That's not what I'm saying, Ludwig. Are you fully aware of what lies within his shadows?
Are you?
You stare and you point at Malleus McKay, even those who work for him, his closest advisors, his henchmen. But do you truly understand what lies beneath Malleus McKay Industries and any of the other businesses that he operates?
No. That is why.
Exactly.
We are coming for assistance. It's why we come to you for help.
Why we've come to others too, who've been trying to answer that question and are getting closer and closer. And they're willing to stand with us.
See. My hesitation is not an unwillingness to cooperate, to collaborate.
We understand that.
However, do you understand that the entirety of Aegis's involvement with Malleus McKay has afforded us the opportunity to peer deep within his shadows? And, quite frankly, we've only begun. There is more. And he's gearing up. You've kicked the hornet's nest, so as to speak. Lit a fire beneath it. Perhaps this will afford us a better opportunity as he begins to prepare for what he thinks could come soon. But if we make him wait, Don't you think then, perhaps, we'll find the means?
I think if he gets to wait, he gets to pick up all the pieces and mold it back into his perfect image. And then we're back to square one. But with this, he's at least shown some cracks. He's brought people together, his people, to try to deal with this, try to recreate the image. If we can keep coming from various aspects, get more things thrown out there, break him down more and more, he has to keep stretching himself thin, stretching his people. That leaves more opportunities. That leaves more openings for you, for all of us. If we keep him trying to pick things up, eventually he's going to stumble and drop them all. If we can keep that pressure, then something can come of it. We don't let him wait. We don't let him do anything. We force him to go running around picking up those pieces.
Counter proposal for you. You're looking for the opportune time. Gather more information, learn more. And yes, we've lit a fire underneath them. Hornet's nest's already been kicked. No matter what we do, something is going to happen. Now, with him, it's all about reputation. It's all about image. He's vain. You get to that, you make him start doing more things. He starts getting more aggressive. He also starts making more mistakes, exposing himself more and more. If it comes to it, we're on a public front. We cannot get evidence and support from you, which again, we will not hold that against you, your organization. At the end of the day, just like us, we have to look after our people. Can you at least make a promise to me for something? You're investigating him. You want to see what's deeper in those shadows. Things are about to happen at this point, whether we want them to or not. And if that is going to happen, there's going to be lots of movements over the next few weeks to months. Take this time. If you haven't already considered the idea of digging deep now while all this chaos is happening, at least make that promise that you'll do that. I kind of assumed that was already going to happen regardless, but at least that way there's at least an agreement between us.
Well, I thought we had already made this agreement, but if you would like me to formally promise, yes, I have intended to, very beginning. Unfortunately, your associates jumped the gun.
They are not the ones, for what I am being told, who did it.
Then who's making these decisions?
I think somebody on the council. Or somebody very close to it, at least. Because those are the only people who have this evidence.
But it was someone that was
Perhaps
trying to
not
keep
everyone on the
Ludric in as
council
better
is
light as he
so.
could.
Perhaps not everyone in the council is so amicable to your goals. That is all I can say for now. Unfortunately, I cannot make a prediction. Each individual from the council that I have spoken to and collected information on seems just as corrupt as the last.
That being said,
Yes, I will make such a promise to continue to collaborate and cooperate.
Thank you.
About the opportunity to look behind his armor and see what lies beyond him. I fear many more will die. And not because he's stolen them off, taken their minds, but because he has truly set a horror upon them.
The people who've already lost their friends and family, that's already happened.
I'm aware. An all-out fight risks far more.
We've been on the battlefields before.
As it is, he has to work slowly. But his potential for is far greater. Trust me, I've seen it.
So have we. Maybe not his exact abilities, but we've seen monsters like that up close. We've seen what they're like behind closed doors, even when they put on a perfect persona to everybody else. We don't want that for anybody ever again. Some of us can't wait for perfect moments, so we'll take what we can get.
Nothing in the world is perfect.
No.
I accepted this a long time ago. But it can be better.
It can.
And that's what we do.
We do our best to make everything better.
Especially people.
Regardless, you have my word.
Before
any of your friends or associates, or whatever you would like to refer to them as, decide that they would like to blow the whistle, perhaps communicate first, if you can, so that way we can make boisterous noise and cacophonous song. We're bards after all, and I'm quite fond of music.
We'll make sure this is a performance for the ages then. Though... we're being forthcoming about everything already. That's how we get allies, that's how we make sure we maintain safety. There is something in that video that was not shared with other people. Something that is relevant to all of this. Something that you should be made aware of. The safety of your agents.
There is something that would better help keep them safe. I am listening.
The meeting originally was meant to be a sting operation to expose him. However, while this was happening, my family caught wind of this. They knew of Malleus through my small talks of associates in the council and people I knew. Malleus himself has referred to himself as the Shadow Broker when crossing planes for trade and other various exotic goods, shall we call them. But while this night was happening, one of the things that occurred is that he made a deal with a member of my house.
I see. Interesting.
To what extent, I'm not entirely sure. There was little bits hinted at and discussed in front. However, that is a conversation that happened behind closed doors, away from prying ears. At a different time, I would assume. So do be aware that on top of whatever he has, you might also be dealing with hellish and fiendish entities as well.
I suppose this wouldn't be the...
Yes.
I thought to at least
I
announce
suppose
that.
if that
situation devolves further, perhaps let us know. So that way our conflicts do not directly impact the activities of the other.
Agreed. Of course, I will do what I can from my side of things. I'm connected in a way. Both on a negative and positive side. It surely is me.
Par for the course.
So I will see what I can do.
I see.
But consider that my way of showing trust in this.
And we're gathering everything we can. Like we said, there's a lot being thrown at us. We're going to see what we can uplift. What's more tangible, what's more, well, damaging in the social sense. Not everyone is prepared to share with everyone else, but we'll make a push to see what we can get back to you all. Keep people on the same page. They're willing to at least share it with us. That's a start.
Malleus
K values chaos.
He hates chaos. He wants order. He wants perfection.
His order. His order and his But before he achieves that, he causes chaos, does he not? Confusion, disarray, fear. If you are to unite individuals against him, you will need to organize. Quietly, out of his sight. That is my advice.
We can be loud, we can also be discreet when we need to be.
Good. Then perhaps this will work after all. For now, I will tell you he is gearing up. These hit pieces, and in your case, whistleblowing, has caught his attention.
Perhaps it'll afford
opportunities. But for now, do what you can to stay safe. If there's anything I can do, at least give you a warning if I see anything. or hear anything, I will do my best to appraise you of whatever situations I see coming in the future.
I'm appreciative.
Thank you.
Of course.
Well, with that being said, I suppose we will see ourselves out. Hopefully the next time we talk it's with good news. At least good information.
I will hope.
You can still probably expect us to at least have our first bit of cacophony in a few days, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've sat on a response for too long. But we wanted to at least talk to you all first, and to our bards. They deserve to be on the same page with us.
Responsible. This is good.
Albie.
Thank you for talking with us.
Goodbye.
Say we wish we had this kind of work to do months ago, but we'd probably be partly lying.
Better now than later, right?
Right.
You too, take care.
Oh, good night.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, sorry, Sapphire.
No, you're fine, you're fine. Sorry, are you leaving?
Yes. A lot of meetings today. It's probably best to get back and get to work. Have some food. Have a good night.
Oh, that's fair. You have a good one.
Oh, man. Oh, here we go.
What a time.
Let me know when you're ready, Stinker.
Hey, whoa, you can't just go around calling people stinker.
Stinkies.
Yes, I can.
Just like you. Oh my god. Oh.
No.
You're out of control.
You're stinky. Oh, man. I love this. Such a stupid avatar for a disguise. I love it.
Yeah.
Avatar. I love you in the brand.
That wasn't the 2D audio, was it? Like you found a version that didn't.
All right.
You found a version that didn't have 2D audio.
Oh yeah, let me.
Oh, it's not 2D. Shouldn't be.
Okay, I know there was at one point you weren't sure.
Yeah, no, this one is not 2D. We
Cool.
got that confirmed. That, or I would have been screamed at if it was.
Yeah, I
think,
figured.
maybe.
Okay, yay.
Ready?
Get some out of the way.
What a meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Now gotta work out a...
is there anything next? I don't think there's anything next after that one. I think that was our last conversation we had for today.
Why do I feel... Ooh. Wait, I feel like there was something. What am I thinking? Someone...
So... Okay. Fucking, Jonas.
Right! Yes. Okay. Oh, not in spawn. Not in spawn.
There's people. There's people looking like people. Acting like people. Being people.
People?
People. Yo, he's got the quad arms like I do. Look at him. Look at him go.
Nice.
Quad arm gang.
Let's fucking go.
Quad arm gang. Quad arm gang. So, the question would be, do we have that conversation? Because we were dictating that based off of how this meeting went.
Right.
And this meeting kind of, I feel like, ended in a middle, kind of, because it didn't end with a complete no.
It could have been worse.
Less no to public, but yes to private.
Mm-hmm.
Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Having people behind the scenes doing things as well to help and make big pushes behind can be very, very good.
Which is, what some people are already doing and don't want to be sharing information with.
Outed.
Yeah, there was so much information I got. They're like, don't share this with other people. I was like, well, fuck.
Well, but...
We were eventually getting all Marge's notes, so...
Oh.
So far.
What is this ping for? Oh, it's ping for me.
Ooh. Getting pinged.
Hello. How did that go?
Oh. Oh.
I mean, it could have been worse.
I see. It could have
I mean,
been
that's
much
fair.
worse. So...
Because Sapphire had no idea that you were coming up here, so when she saw you up here, she just kind of went, oh, lordy.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Remember when I said it's fine? It's not fine.
that was a half truth.
Well, and now Meat Rack's opening up, and I'm just like, oh my god.
Oh,
there's
fun.
so much going on.
It's funny you mentioned that. It's not
Funny.
the only thing it's about to open up.
Oh.
Oh, what's about to open up?
This can of worms. This can of whoop ass.
There might be something else. There might be something else happening too in 30 minutes or so.
What?
I'm scared.
No, nothing bad. Nothing bad. Hold on a second. I'm gonna plug in my leggies so that way if I do decide
That's
to do
a pretty
this,
good
at
idea.
least have some charge.
So I'm looking. That'd be fun for everyone to meet her on the cathedral. Yeah, it's been a while. Oh shit. Oh. Oh no, he's gone already. Sheesh, I just saw this emo. Sorry.
It's just a flump.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I know you'd like to know. Once he gets back, we'll see whether we're calling Jonas or whether he needs to do like 2 other things that are apparently happening soon.
I have a hankering for cereal, and
Nerd.
I bought
Okay, now I get to actually like look back through.
It's calling my name.
I was very much not
And I
looking
don't
at
wanna
chat
eat
that
it on
entire
stream.
time. I was like hyper fucking focused. Oh, public speaking. Ha ha ha. This entire night has been full of my like worst fears as a real person, but I can get through mostly. In as a character, but luckily like Couchy is way better than me.
Oh, my body's like 15 shades of whoa, help me.
Oh yeah. Emo was asking whether he should get on or not.
No.
Yeah,
I don't
not right now.
know
Yeah.
if they would. Yeah. Especially with, since that went more positively, they're not as like
Yeah, sort of like needing immediately. So yeah, Emo. We'll say no for tonight. Get some. Keep resting. Enjoy your night. or do what you would like to do otherwise.
Let me turn my full body off. Oh, I'm free.
Cause I'm free.
This is what someone keeping in mind. I mean, like, we're bards. They're whisper bards. Whisper bards know. Like, we've been doing shit behind the scenes for months now. Like, we know all this information because...
There it is. Come here.
Oh.
Because people have been keeping their mouths shut and being careful. Like, we know how to do that.
Oh ho, spooky ghost.
Spooky ghost. Let's see.
Oh, I'm gonna take a second. Sit back, relax, prepare.
What did I miss? So excited to miss arson. Yeah. You're like, Oh no, they've been to Aegis before. It's just been rare. They usually just go to the garden and hang with people because the garden's very pretty.
Open. Here we go. There we go. Oh, Joel!
Two of them
Your
would keep
legs!
harvests worth. Oh yeah, I just read that. Speak of the devil.
So Sal,
There's a good idea. I'm gonna look at that soon.
Beth, Gruntle, and Chris or Crow are all doing in character the devouring.
Oh, nice. Oh, here we go again.
Oh, fun.
Like, been there. Nope, not again. Everflow can't do that right now.
We're done.
Nope.
Are you guys? I'm done pooping. How'd it go?
Yeah, it went about as it didn't go bad.
Yeah, it didn't go bad. It wasn't like perfect, obviously. Like it could have been worse. Could have been better. It could have been worse. I don't know if it could have been better.
Are you going to do something stupid as a response?
Yippee! No.
Okay. Cool.
We're not total idiots.
Or
some of us are stinky, but they're not total idiots.
I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, whoa. First off, I smell like one of those comments.
That's what I thought.
Stinky. 7 days.
7 days.
Oh.
Woo.
7 días muerto se va.
Oh. I need to get back into character. Oh, I don't even think I could do that anymore. Like, I don't even have space to do that. Just like the fucking pop and lock. Like doing like the fucking like doing the pop and lock out of the television set, like the fucking like creepy Grudge ring shit. I used to do that at haunted attractions. I was like popping and locking like freaking with like the black hair completely covering my face. So like it's just fucking nothing.
Crap. Okay, I'm gonna go back in there. I want to go poop. I'm back now.
Okay, bye.
Yo, he's making the stank.
Oh, that hurt. Nope, I'm too old now. Shit. Ow. I'm too old for the pop and lock. Shit. Yeah, go have fun with that then.
They're beginning to learn.
Oh?
Watching them make some of the same like moves, maneuvers, and mistakes that we did when we were playing. Yo, it's Hipkey.
Yeah. Oh my god!
I accidentally accepted people into here, and I was like, that's not my right to do, so I was gonna kick them out. Like, get the hell out of here.
Oh.
I heard you guys were doing some juicy shit.
Yes.
It's fun.
I don't know if you know about it.
We're doing like, do you hear the people singing the song of angry men?
Because she was told they were going to a meeting, and then we just coincidentally ended up here at the same time, and
Oh,
she just
like,
went,
it was awkward. Like we both went the same direction. It's just very awkward. Like I'll see you later. Walk the same.
I'm gonna go get some internal damage healed.
Have fun.
Again. Ha!
Woo.
I'm Dusty Rose.
Name for Christmas music playing over your pods.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Amo. You're right.
Off the internet.
We're always supposed to do dumb stuff, so give stuff people to talk about. Huh?
Would you have soul protection or no while you were in that disguise?
I don't know if you can do that here. That's a question to ask the DMs first and foremost.
Do I not have soul sight up here? I thought I did.
I don't know what they do up here.
I don't know. I'll ask Oblivious later.
It's If
Because
so,
obviously Sapphire was
yes.
going to think or say anything, so.
Fucking yes. So I'm wearing my funny. I'm wearing a funny fucking necklace of scrying to make sure I don't get fucking scryed on by people.
Okay.
I'm going full hermit mode. Again, I am forbidden from going to Zafira right now. Not by my own means, but because of Sal just going. Literally, Sal. So the way we described it was like, wherever I am, Sal is just holding onto one of my arms while she's doing whatever the hell she's doing, and if she has to move, I have to go with her so she can go do it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just become the Siamese twin. Just get attached to the hip.
No, I don't wanna.
No?
Oh,
Damn.
no Siamese.
No Siamese, if you please.
No Siamese, if you please. And Siamese,
How much
if
do
you
you
don't
truly
please.
know? How much does anyone truly know about anyone? Just even with all the research.
I picked it up and I put it down.
But like, how much did all of us truly know about Zarus when we went to fight a war on them? How could we have truly known everything? How do you know when you know everything? There's always unknowns.
I mean,
There's always unknowns.
Where are you running off to? Why are you running in circles?
That's why Flo was like, if you're waiting for a perfect opportunity, it'll never come. You can't wait so long for something for like the biggest advantage, because then you're eventually gonna lose it.
Yo, is that the boy? Is that the boy?
Hello.
I thought it was the boy. It's a boy. Oh.
No boys
Oh,
here,
no.
mister. Keep walking.
Oh, I can't. I turned off my controller so they could charge. I can't go anywhere. I also face the wrong direction to be doing this. Oh, well.
Like if you wait too long, you lose confidence from the people around you too, especially with the stuff they're sitting on.
I'm not that ugly.
Wow, how rude.
Once everyone is or isn't mostly. You guys were acting up.
No,
Yeah.
Now you're where people spawn. Now you're stinky.
That's normal. Got me acting unwise. Glory, glory, hobos. Glory, glory, murder hobos. Roll initiative.
By the way, did you like the song I sent you earlier?
Wait.
In DMs,
Oh.
I sent you a song.
How did I miss that? How the fuck did I miss that?
Because you don't like me anymore. You don't like me anymore.
Oh my god, I think I know what happened. I got, like, sidetracked by 3 things, including, like, taking notes from my VODs for shit. And going through that whole conversation in text, and, a few others. 'Cause brain. Who can fucking multitask anymore?
Not me.
Nope.
I get distracted, and whatever the original task was is no longer there.
Well, I'm probably gonna get out now. So I will see you all later.
Bye, Flint.
Bye-bye. Have a good one. Actually, I'm gonna go
Oh boy.
check something real quick.
I'm
and
debating
then
what I
go.
want to do. I don't know if I want to go back in or not, or if I want to go to Meat Rack.
I'm gonna go to this map because I like this map, and also I want to get more views on it and see if it's public yet so I can make it my home world. Yeah. That carpet's new? Did I just miss this carpeting? Maybe I did. Maybe I'm dumb. Wow, I love that so much. This is great. This is so great. the glory of the Kamidana. Are you gonna let me do the thing now? Damn it! Right, because it's still... We need more people to get in this map and say that it's okay and whatever it takes to get it public properly and out of community labs. So that it can actually have it as my home world. I think I finally got this one working. I need to fix some of the other ones, but got my, it's not accidentally lighting. There we go. I got to actually use the contact sender and light somebody else's pipe last night. It was great. Okay, the emission on the smoke here is not quite working. Unless, is the red one working? Okay, the red one's working. Okay, so I need to adjust that for the white smoke. Got it. How's my smoking going? Okay, okay. Okay, so I still need to go back to the drawing board for a little bit. That's okay. But, oh, I did... see if this works. Oh, no, this one. Hey, there we go. Okay, that works. I need to fix that on all the other ones, though. Whack. But yeah. I guess that'll be it for tonight. Let's see who's doing the thing. Oh, wait, did I miss the thing? Oh, Ryu! Are we legalizing nuclear bombs now? Maybe? We're rioting. Hey, Jack, how you doing? Okay, we're not rioting, but people can riot if they want. Smear campaign, smear campaign. Accurate smear campaign, but smear campaign. When will it be time? I don't fucking know. I don't make the rules. Am I supposed to make the rules now? Jeez, I don't have time for that. Where's my... there we go. Okay. Let's see. Who's doing the thing? Let me send y'all to Joel. Ba, 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 ba. There we go. Okay. Hopefully that's saved correctly, and I can just do this. Ah, goddammit. I was close. Okay, there we go. Alright, so, hope you all enjoyed, serious talks. It's been a while since I've been a part of those. Oh, man. I'll be back tomorrow for, some Misty Shore, most probably mixed with, well, yeah, probably a little bit, like, mid Misty Shore, because I need to keep my chargers a bit tracked, or my chargers, trackers a bit charged. And I'm gonna be hosting an MMR thing afterwards. So, that'll be tomorrow night. It's gonna be busy. This week has been busy. I don't think I have downtime. Maybe on Saturday for a little bit. this week, and then I'm setting up for, I'm gonna be gone next week. Well, not all next week, but, I'll be gone for Thursday through Monday, most probably. Or, like, maybe Thursday through Sunday, because people are gonna be in town for a get-together, so I want to spend time with them, and I'll be away. But, yeah, I'll see you all I'll see you all tomorrow evening. So until then, you all stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Bye! Send love to Joel! Wah! Asexual, polyhedral, disenter.